Hello everyone, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another episode of my unique starter series. Today I've got something really exciting for you. It's a camper van starter home. This build is perfect for starting a new game, as you can take it anywhere, customize it to fit your Sim's personality, and explore the different worlds without ever having to change your home. Whether your Sim is a free spirit, a nature lover, or just looking for a fresh start, this tiny but mighty home has everything they need. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and take a closer look. We start in Windenburg, in the smaller island part. It's a very small lot, 1,500 simoleons, so perfect for a little start. And of course, this is gonna be on a starter budget, so you can just download it from the gallery and jump right into your new game. Basically, what I started with are, of course, some debug items. These are hidden items that you can access through a cheat, but don't worry. Once this is up on the gallery, you can just download them and you will have these little objects as well. We needed them because I needed, of course, a car, which is the front of the camper. A little bit of tires, of course, because we have to customize a little bit on the chassis, I think you call it. Sorry, but like cars are absolutely not necessarily something that is in my interest group, I say. But yeah, I try to use the terms that I learned throughout my research of how campers look like. I watched a fair amount of YouTube videos about camper tours and van life and stuff like that. This is, of course, inspired by another very cool suggestion by one of you guys. Tokidoki Simmer suggested a trailer. Trailer still was a little bit too normal for me because we have some trailers in base game already. And I thought I wanted it to be even more smaller. Maybe a van, maybe a little bit like a camper, and then I settled for the camper because that is basically the best way to make this mobile and like place it on different lots. Make this your home throughout the world, so you don't really have to get into a rental if you want to look at the other world that you just downloaded because it's in a new DLC. And I thought this could be something that is like lots of fun because you can take it everywhere. You can use it as a rental if you want to go like camping with your whole family, stuff like that, use tents and all the other things. I thought this is gonna be a fantastic little idea for a starter house. Yeah, I just hope that you're gonna love this just as much as I do. As you can see, I used the car as the front, of course, and then shoved a little room inside of it, or, well, shoved the little car inside of it. And then we're gonna later use the back of this room as the living space. Already a heads up, this time we have the toilet and shower and everything inside of the camper, of course. So yeah, we don't have the weird outhouse situation that we have with the watchtower. This again makes this a very good starter house for one sim. If you want to use this for more sims, just place down a tent in front of it to have kind of like a camping ground, or create a trailer or another camper. Then on top of that room, I put a little half-gabled roof. This one is, of course, supposed to be the little, oh my god, yeah, car terms. The little flap thing that is on top of the campers where they put the beds in usually. Yeah, well, that's what it's supposed to be. And basically I will put in some windows in there top because that is basically how they usually have their bed in there, I think. Or if maybe it's storage room. Yeah, you can see that I never traveled in a camper my whole life. I've never seen a camper inside as well. Like I've never been, like, not in real life. It never was my, yeah, you know, piece of interest. But yeah, there are some things that make this a little bit more distinct. So I've seen in a lot of campers that they have sometimes a lot of windows, but when you drive them, you can barricade them with like little wooden or plastic kind of coverings. And I use this here with awnings. I put the awnings down windows here, and therefore you can, when it moves or supposed to move, of course, you can clap it all together and it has this boxy shape again and you can drive it around. I basically try to put in as many little objects that make this sort of more realistic, and I hope that you can see what they're supposed to be. I also put some street railings around it to give it a different kind of shape, because I've seen some campers have like this little trim around it. And also later on, I will put some lights everywhere, because of course a car has like tail lights and stuff like that. And yeah, for a German, I really don't know that much about cars. Maybe I should, I don't know. But this is the Simproved 2000, 9000, I don't know. But yeah, it's a really special model. I designed it. And maybe it's good that it's by a German. I don't know, maybe it's not. There's also vents on the side, and I put some solar panels on top, because I've seen that some of the more fancy campers had solar panels, and I found them in debug. Again, debug objects are mostly, not all of them, but most of them have 0 simoleons. So these are perfect for starters, because especially these are just decorations and don't have to really work. If you have the Eco Lifestyle Pack, there are working solar panels, of course, in the game, and then you can maybe replace them if the sim has the money, of course. Then on the other side, I put in a ladder, because I've seen lots of these campers have ladders so that you can access the roof. You can use a real ladder here, but I used the debug one because first cost, and second I wanted to lift off the floor, and ladders are automatically down to the ground floor. And I fished in debug for some, well, plates. Is this license plates? That's the word. Hey, I know an English car term. But yeah, the license plates, I really wanted them to be the same on the front and the back. So I fiddled around with the car in the front and made it look a little bit more car-ish, I don't know, something like that. And then lots of these campers have, again, I will use the term flap here. I have no idea. If there's some mechanic or sort of car interested person, would you help me out here in the comments down below what these things are called? But there's basically like an access point where you can put the water and electricity or something like this. And so I used the water boiler debug item, and they have set it up so they have like a little bit of water as well, running water. And this personally made it for me more realistic, that I could put in like a real bathroom in there. I tried to make this look like this is kind of like the electricity and water sort of access point with like some signs like, I don't know, be aware, electricity, something like that. Here is the point where if you have the Eco Lifestyle Pack, you could put in the generator next to it or the water recycler sort of thing to really make this off the grid and play around with the Eco Lifestyle build options that you have to reduce the electricity bills and stuff like that, because that's, you know, that would make it really more realistic and camper van life like. But yeah, since we are on a budget as a starter, this is going to be debug for now. Then on the back, I was like, yeah, well, if you travel a lot, you get the little stickers. I was in San Myshuno and I have seen the forest in Outdoor Retreat Granite Falls, something like that. We have so many wall stickers in the game. These could be interesting to make this a little bit more hippie and a little bit more run down and used. I totally encourage you to change them, of course, and make this like your own. Maybe you delete all the stickers in the beginning and then really go with your camper and go to each and every world and get yourself a sticker for that. It's kind of like a little achievement collection thing for yourself. This could be a challenge for your own Sims 4 gameplay, of course. I put in some lights, like I already said earlier. And on the front, I was like, ugh, yeah, of course, there are no lights coming. If you change it to dark or it gets night, it doesn't light up. So I put some lights in the front as well, so they work and that the car actually really has some lights. I really love the whole idea. And then later on, I found out that you can customize it so good with all of the wallpapers and just changing the colors of the roof and the textures and all that stuff. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. You really can do like a Barbie camper. You can make this like a goth rock and roll sort of band bus sort of thing, where they go on tour with maybe, and you can really customize it to your own Sims personality or career or gameplay. And I really, really love that. You can also shove stuff on top of the roof. For example, a boat if you go to Sulani, or a jet ski. If you go to the Snowy Escape Worlds, you can put the snowboards and skis up there, something like that. This is really, really cool. I absolutely love this. Like, I would love you to download this and customize it yourself. And please tag Simproved somewhere so I can see it, because there are so many possibilities for this. This is gonna be awesome. So then we move into the interior, and this is only 4x4 tiles. Of course, you can make this longer and elongate to the right, basically, and make this a really, really long kind of bus, sort of luxurious RV sort of situation. But I wanted this to be as small and cute as possible. First of all, because starter homes don't have that much budget, and the smaller the room, the less items I have to put in there that cost money. Second of all, this is also a tiny home. So if you have the tiny home stuff pack, you can set this not only to residential, but tiny home, and get the benefit of a tiny home. As we all know, we get a little bit of bonuses for skill bidding and all these stuffs. So this is perfect, of course, to start your game with. Makes it really, really easy. The whole interior will have a kitchenette, a one-tile bathroom, yes, the famous one-tile bathroom, a bunk bed so they can sleep, a sofa, there's even going to be a mirror for skill building, and a little laptop. So yeah, basically kitchenette will have a mini fridge and a cooking plate. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Sometimes the English words, I don't know. But yeah, it's all heavily play tested. I had to heavily play test this with my test sim. This all works fine. So they can cook there. They can use the fridge. You know, they can even access the toilet, the sink, and the shower that is in the one-tile bathroom. The one-tile bathroom is the thing that Simmers, I don't know, since Sims 4 started even, found out that it's possible to shove in the sink and the toilet so much into the walls that it's possible for a sim to access everything. And yeah, this is basically the whole thing here. The one-tile bathroom, of course, being just like the bathrooms that these campers have. So I was like, this is the perfect time for me to finally try out the one-tile bathroom. But yeah, builder simmers that are more into smaller houses are already familiar with that. But this was the first time for me to build the famous one-tile bathroom. Famous in the sense of for simmers, of course. So after I've playtested everything and finally found the arrangement how to put everything, the bunk bed will be above the desk area. And like I said, there is of course the laptop, which is my favorite skill building career/social hub for every sim. I personally absolutely love these objects that are PC-like. There are lots and lots of shelves. These are actually from the new Comfy Gamer Kit. I really, really like them. And later you can use them to display all of your little achievements and little knickknacks that your Sims can collect throughout the little adventures that they go on. I put in some snow globes that I found in debug, and of course will decorate this heavily with some postcards, well, everything that is sort of travel related, because this is basically the blueprint for every camper. This is, of course, something you can easily customize yourself. Make this all white or all black. I don't know, make it bigger or smaller. This is basically a small little room. And I think this is easy to customize it yourself as well to your Sims personality. And yeah, just let me know in the comments down below what kind of ideas you have where you would put the camper in. I don't know. I tried a little bit of the worlds. I personally love the beach surfing sort of situation that I did. And once the whole camper was done, exterior and interior, I thought, I still have a little bit of money left. So of course some Zero Simoleons debug objects, like the plants to make this fit into this world where I placed this on. And also I wanted to do a little campfire, and I needed a bicycle because I'm personally a fan of the bicycle in The Sims 4. So if you have a pack where a bicycle comes with, I personally always give the sim a bicycle. You can also put the bicycle on top of the roof. If you go and put this on Sulani, for example, a more sunny beach sort of island theme, you can put the jet skis on top or the boats. You can really customize it. I will also suggest maybe some tents if you have more Sims over, so they can sleep somewhere and make this like a whole campground. I can also see this as like kind of like a hippie setup or food truck, like make this a restaurant. Lots of possibilities here, and I would love to explore them all. I only had time to research a little bit and put this like on different plots and kind of see what you can customize this with and where it kind of fits into the world and how to make this fit into the worlds when you place it down. So you can even go into a more urban area and use, for example, San Myshuno and create a parking lot around it. This is up on the Sims 4 gallery, as I already said, so you can download this there. The download link will be in the video description down below as well for you guys. If you like this video and this build, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more Sims 4 content. If you have any more really amazing suggestions that I've already seen for the Unique Starter series, then put them down in the comments down below. I will always fish them out and then kind of see what inspires me here. And I have to say thank you so much for all of your ideas so far, because these are brilliant. You guys are very, very creative. I'm looking forward to show you more unique starters for The Sims 4. And yeah, this is basically it. Enjoy the video tour now, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.